A fifth place finish in the Springboard 100, he wrapped up the series with 2 consecutive third place finishes to cap off our inaugural season. Congratulations to the driver of the 45 New Hampshire Creative Counter Chevy Camaro from St. Johnsbury, Casey Beatty. Our second placement is no stranger to extra distance events on the White Mountain Quarter Mile. 3 top 5s, including a runner-up in the New Hampshire Governor's Cup in July, brought him within striking distance of the inaugural crown, but came up just short in the end. Congratulations to the driver of the 78 New Hampshire Joey McGinnis snowplowing Chevy Camaro from Groveton, Quinny Welch. Next up, we're going to do the leaders of the 2022 JPC Card Triple Crown Series. In its 4th season, the Triple Crown Series has proven to be one of the most successful programs at White Mountain. The 3 events this year saw 3 of the biggest Flying Tiger fields of the season. The action was just as big as the fields, with each race featuring tremendous battles from front to back between White Mountain home teams and traveling invaders. And now we're going to celebrate those achievements. We are going to move right into our second consecutive tie here of the night with the neck-and-neck battle for 3rd. He tried everything he could to make it 2 for 2 in 22 after taking 3 top 5s in Triple Crown Series competition, including 2 podium runs. Please welcome back our 2022 track champion, driver of the 55 New Hampshire J&S Sales and Service Chevy from Waterbury Center, Tanner Woodard. Taylor, just come grab it.
Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Zip it up and slide.
Our second 3rd place finisher also gave it all he could in the extra distance Flying Tiger top competition. He brought home 3 top 5 finishes, including a 2nd place trophy on championship night back in August. Please welcome the driver of the 18 Vermont ST Ireland Concrete Chevy for Caden Fisher. Last but not least, our 2nd place finisher was looking to regain the top spot in Triple Crown competition this season. He turned up a 3rd place finish in round 1, a 4th in round 2, and finally won on championship night in August. Please welcome the driver of the 68 Vermont MBI Chevy SS from Waterbury Center, Vermont, Jason Woodard. Now we'll flip back to the Foley Oil and Propane late models to celebrate our 2022 Rookie of the Year. This driver is a young veteran of racing, using the last several seasons to climb the ladder of different divisions at Vermont's Thunder Road before making the jump to late models at White Mountain this season. In his freshman year, he was able to rack up 10 top 10 finishes, including his first win and 3 third-place finishes to solidify a stellar first season. Let's give the applause he deserves to the driver of the 77 New Hampshire Walls Ford Mustang for East Kingston's Brian Wall Jr.
Second try is the charm. There we go. We'll do it right now.
I don't know what to say. It was a really good season. I just want to first start off by thanking my Uncle Chris for putting on a great season at White Mountain. There was a lot of good racing this year.
Yeah, give it up.
Exactly. It's for you, Chris. Yeah, no, it was a really fun season. I enjoyed it a lot. There was a lot of ups and downs. Just want to thank my grandfather, my father, my whole family, really. And everyone I raced with this season, you know, I made a lot of friends this year. It's always tough jumping up into a new division, especially at a new track, you know, where you don't know everyone. You haven't been racing with them for a while, but I don't know. I had a lot of fun racing with all you guys this season. The main person I want to give it up to is Ryan. I think we had a really good battle. I'm sure as a fan it was interesting to watch. You know, we were within a couple points almost every race. So yeah, I can't say enough. You had a great season and it was a lot of fun battling with you. And yeah, just thank you to everyone for this opportunity. I can't say thanks enough. Have a good night.
Now we'd like to honor the top performers from our inaugural Amanuense Asphalt Mini Late Model season. The Mini Late Model class grew out of a necessity to give these traveling four-cylinder pros a home base for the year. The program remained steady in its inaugural 5-race season with a season-high 25-car field for the 1,000 to win special on Walls Ford Platinum Series Championship night. In all, 32 different drivers joined the division and gave us enough confidence to continue the Mini Late Models for a 7-race series at White Mountain in 2023. But for now, let's celebrate our inaugural class. Although our 10th place driver missed the inaugural event back in June, he managed 3 top 5 finishes in 3 events he took under green. From Peterborough, New Hampshire, please welcome the driver of the 471, Eric Pamasco. Next, we have our 9th place finisher, a rookie in the 4-cylinder ranks. He was able to learn all season long, moving from the family mount to a competitor's backup car to round out the season with a celebrated runner-up finish in September. Introducing the driver of the number 7 for Berlin, New Hampshire's Matt LeBlanc. Our 6th place finisher had a rough time of it at the Milton Cat Midsummer Classic 250 with his worst 12th place finish, but followed it up with the win on Flying Tiger Triple Crown Championship night. Please welcome the pilot of the 93 from Bennington, New Hampshire, Tim Paquette. The 5th place Mini Late Model finisher is a former track champion who returned to support the new class on the White Mountain High Banks. He was able to work his way to 5 straight top 10 finishes. Please welcome the longtime veteran in the number 31 from Bethlehem, Brett Jackson.
Better stick around.
It is amazingly fitting that our next driver should finish 1 spot above his old man. Fitting because he finished one spot ahead of Pops 3 different times this summer at White Mountain with a similar 5 top 10 finishes in 2022. Give a hand for the driver of the number 37 from Bethlehem, Dustin Jackson. All right. Up next is a leader among the Mini Late Model ranks. He came in quick with a podium and top 5 before mechanical woes pushed him outside the top 10 in races 3 and 4. He came back to once again playing 3rd on championship night to round out his season. Welcome to the stage the number 90 of Antrim, New Hampshire's Desmond Skillings. Another longtime North Country stock car performer joined the fray and looked to take it all the way with the Mini Late Models. He was able to scratch out 2 third-place podiums and 3 top 10s to close out the inaugural Mini Late Models season. Please welcome the number 1 for Newfield's Kenny Merrier. Now we honor our Mini Late Model champion. He's been a force to be reckoned with in touring action over the past several seasons and decided to call White Mountain Motorsports Park home for 2022. Although he missed out on his first win of the season, he came back to win on ACT Milton Cat 250 Saturday and Championship Night in September. As if his wins weren't convincing enough, he managed to come home second in every event that he didn't win, dominant through and through. Please help me to welcome the 2022 Amanuensis Asphalt Mini Late Model Champion, the driver of the number 55 from Oxford, Massachusetts, Nick Anderson.
Well, first I'd like to thank Chris for giving us a place to race. Without him, who knows what the mini stocks would have done. I gotta thank everyone else that supported me, especially my dad. Without him, who knows what would have happened with the car for putting all the hours in. I'm looking forward to next year and I can't wait to see everybody at the track. Thank you.
It is now time to honor the top performers from the fully oil and propane late model season. The late model class has been at White Mountain for as long as the track has hosted stock car racing. In 2022, they had a banner year on the high banks. Several top runners joined an already stout field, making each feature a must-watch race. More often than not, the race was decided in the final laps and sometimes by just a few inches. Counting American-Canadian Tour events, we had 12 different late model winners, 4 of them being first-time winners, speaking to the caliber of the competition week in and week out. We're thrilled about another stellar late model season coming in 2023, but let's congratulate our top teams first from 2022. First up, a newcomer to the fully oil and propane ranks starts us off tonight. In his first season behind the wheel of a late model, this driver was able to pull off 5 top 10 finishes with a high water mark of 2 7th place runs in June. Please welcome the driver of the 64 New Hampshire Nocella Paving Chevy Camaro for Newton's Tyler Chase. Increasing his standings by 3 spots in 2022, this driver once again was out to prove the little guys are just as strong. His season was marked by highs and lows with an impressive 8 top 10 finishes and a definitive win in the fully oil and propane Leaf Papers 100, including an exciting battle for 2nd place on championship night. Please welcome the driver of the 42 New Hampshire Solus Contemporary Fire Chevy Impala from Claremont, Mike Jerkowski. Coming in 6th is your 2022 Rookie of the Year. In his first late model season, this driver brought home 6 top 5 finishes, including a celebratory first win during Wayne's Market Dwarf Car Special Night. Here again is the driver of the 77 New Hampshire Walls Ford Mustang from East Kingston, Brian Wall Jr. It seems like every year this driver is one of the last people called to the stage. 2022 is no exception, as he dug deep after a consistent but winless rookie year to come home with 7 top 5 finishes and his first win on JPC Card Tiger Triple Crown Championship Night. The 5th place late model trophy goes to the number 45 New Hampshire Creative Counter Chevy Camaro of St. Johnsbury's Casey Beatty. Coming in 4th place is our other top rookie candidate from 2022. Another Flying Tiger graduate, this youngster was on top early with his first win coming on mid-season championship night to lead 10 top 10 finishes on the season. Here is the driver of the number 32 GP Motorsports Chevy Camaro from East Burke, Vermont, Ryan Ware. This next driver is no stranger to success. He came into the year looking to reclaim a familiar top spot in late model competition, but also faced a few rounds of hard luck. Unfazed, this young at heart veteran took home 12 top 10 finishes in 13 events, including 3 third-place finishes. Please welcome the driver of the 83 Vermont R&R Fireworks, Chevy Impala, for St. Johnsville, Stacy Cahoon. I think they like him.
That nose never looked so good.
Our next driver returned home to race weekly at White Mountain Motorsports Park after a few seasons of part-time and American-Canadian Tour racing. And he came back with a vengeance. He was able to earn 8 podium finishes in 2022, including 2 wins on Wicked Good Vintage Racing Night and on Championship Night. This team certainly has the stuff to go all the way in 2023. Back to the stage, we welcome the driver of the 32 Vermont St. J. Auto Chevy Camaro for East Burke, Vermont's Jesse Switzer.
Always surprise me, buddy. Always surprise me.
The time has now come to honor our 2022 King of the Mountain. For a driver with such a decorated history, it's been a little while since he was in this position. He's worked his way up the ladder, driving everything from 4 cylinders to Flying Tigers, and has been the top late model competitor at White Mountain for the past decade or so. In 2022, he and his team regrouped in a big way and moved to a new car with new builders, hoping to come out of a 2-year slump. He snapped a winless streak by taking the checkered flag on Woodsville Guarantee Savings Bank night back in June before getting into the championship state of mind. He was the only late model driver to stay within the top 10 in every White Mountain event and lead the way to a record 9th championship with a worst finish of 9th in August. Let's hear it for the 2022 King of the Mountain, 9-time track champion and driver of the 78 New Hampshire Joey McGinnis snowplowing Chevy Camaro from Groveton, Quinny Welch.
Well, it's good to be back up here after a little hiatus, apparently. So thank you, Chris and White Mountain staff. We appreciate the racetrack and also the campground. That brings a lot to the table, the campground does, as far as I'm concerned, and I know a lot of other people do too, so thank you for that. Gotta thank Dale Shaw Race Cars for sure. Like you guys said, it took 2 years off probably from competition with what I was in before, so I was happy to get behind the wheel of something that went a little better. And they definitely gave me that, and the support they gave me was awesome, so I can't thank them enough. I appreciate them a lot. Other than that, the guys that I brought with me to the table over here are really what gets it done. You know, I just turn the wheel, they do everything else. So